Alright, working on the old Clinton here. I believe we said it was a 1949 Clinton. Alright, it's been a while, and I cleaned it up a bit. Got all the grease and dirt and everything off it. Cleaned up all the little parts, and even the little screw here that was all messed up, I was able to get something. It's not identical, but it's similar, and it'll work. Same size, just has a different. It's not as shallow. See, it's a little shallow, but I checked it in a plate, and it fits in there, so I think it'll work okay. They're stainless steel, but you know, what difference does it make? And remember, we had this. This was broke. I was able to acquire one of these. So the rope starter, we got a good rope starter for it now. And cleaned the carburetor up, and the jets in there are beautiful. You know, this thing cleaned up really nice. Everything works smooth, and you know. So I don't think even the float, you hear the float bowl in there is loose now. So I don't think we'll have any problem with the carburetor. I haven't cleaned up the sediment bowl yet, but it will get there. But you know what I noticed? And it was pretty interesting. I believe this engine was bored out before. And you know what's interesting is whenever you talk about boring a cylinder out, you always hear it was bored out 10 over or 20 over, even 30 over, you know, which means 10 thousandths, 20 thousandths, 30 thousandths. But this was interesting. I even showed Mike this. Let me put the piston up here. I cleaned the piston up a little bit. But the piston, if this will, here we go. It'll focus in. The piston actually has plus 5 thousandths on it. So this was probably bored out to 5 thousandths, which is just hardly anything, but probably just enough to keep it going. And even the block, the reflection here is messing with us a little bit, but the block they stamped a 5 into, and there's an M there. I don't know what that M stands for. Maybe somebody can tell me, or a W, but I'm pretty sure it's an M, and it's sideways, so they probably didn't put it there for no reason. So if anybody knows, let me know. So well, I think what we're going to do today, you know, it's raining out and it's cold, so I usually take these out and wire wheel them outside and stuff, so we can't do that. So I think what we'll do is maybe we'll fix this valve here. We'll cut this valve seat. I mean, this thing's a mess. The intake is fine, but the exhaust is really bad. But we should be able to fix it. And even the valves themselves is exhaust valve, and has some very slight pitting, and I don't think it would have messed with us, but I think I'm going to put it on the lathe and try to clean it up. If I asked Mike, he's got an actual valve grinder, you know, and he would fix it for me, but he's busy enough. So I'll put it on the lathe and we'll try and clean it up a little bit, and then just lap it in. And this one's actually pretty good. This one probably won't need much work at all. But you know what was neat? You look at the top here, and it's actually concaved, you know, and kind of mushroomed out. And I've never seen a valve do that before. You know, usually when you cut valves and when you grind the valves and adjust them, you know, this part here you usually put a bevel on. That's probably why I had such trouble getting these out, because that mushroom there, it was holding it in there. Even putting it in there, you can feel it's a little tight, but once it gets down below that, you know, you get no problem. You see, it just flops around. Same with the exhaust here. See, that's all indented, mushroomed out, and that's actually pretty tough to get in there. You hear catching all there, but once you get it down there, past that little edge, you know, it's fine. So So, all right, we'll do that. We'll try and cut this new seat and maybe put the valves back in. All right. All right. Got a little tap magic here. It's cutting fluid that'll help us cut a little bit. Put some down here. Put our little pilot shaft in there. Valve guys in here nice and tight, no slop at all. A little these grinders have two different sizes on them. One's a 31 degree on top and then a 46 degree on the bottom. Or if you turn it upside down, it's just the opposite. But we're going to use 46 degrees, and we're going to try not to cut as much more than we have to. But like I said, these are pretty bad. We'll just cut a little bit and then see what it looks like. It's pretty tough because it was rough, but it's smoothing out. Alright, there we go. I'll take a look at it. Guess they always cut more. Right, actually that little bit looks pretty good. It needs a little more. Okay. I'll take these off the stand there and let you take a look at it. Hold on. All right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. I'm going to come in slow. All right, see, like around there it looks good. But then, let me swoop around here. And then this side here, still a little buggered up. So, I don't want to do it, but we're going to have to cut a little more. All right, I'm going to put you back on the stand. All right. I didn't cut anything away yet. What I'm going to do is, I don't want to cut too much because actually the wall inside there is a little compromised. So I'm just going to put this on and spin it real lightly just to smooth out what we have there. And then we'll go with that. See, I'm not putting any pressure on this at all. I'm just spinning it real lightly, and that's just smoothing it out a little bit. See, there's hardly anything on. There's nothing on the cutters here. Alright, let me look at that. Alright, we're going to call that good and let the lap do its job. Alright, let me get that set up for us. Alright, I modified my my little egg beater here. Valve lapper. I put a big long bolt in here. And then I used some hot glue to hold this valve on there. Because, you know, the top of that was pitted and it wouldn't hold. So it's easy enough to take that hot glue off. So instead of put this in a lathe and try and make it a little better, I think I'm just going to try and lap it a little aggressively, and we'll see what comes out. This here I think is 120 grit. Let's see what it says. Yeah, 120. So that's pretty aggressive. Gotta make sure you tap it all the way down too, and I did grind the bottom of that valve a little bit, make sure I had clearance. Okay, I'm gonna do this for a while and see how it turns out. Alright, I got the exhaust valve done about as good as I can do it, so if I go any further I'll compromise it. At least now I think I'll have a good running engine. So I didn't use any 120 on this. I'm just using fine on this intake because it was in pretty good shape. That should be good. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Beautiful. See that? You guys see that? Yeah, this one, this intake's really nice. So, yeah, this hot glue works good if anybody has trouble keeping these on, you know, and then you just peel it off. And then, like, right here, seems like it's tough to get off. You just put a little alcohol in there. I got alcohol in this little cup here. Well, you need a little spray bottle or just put it on with a brush or something. And then that should peel right off. Look at that. Came off like it had eyes. Alright. I think I'll put the springs on and put these valves in there. That way keep dirt and crud out of there. So, I don't know where we'll go from here. Maybe I'll go inside, take a rest or something, take a break, because it's about 8 o'clock at night now. So maybe I'll come back and we'll finish something up tomorrow. Alright, we'll see you later. Alright, yeah, it's the next day, and I'm going to adjust these valves. When you adjust them, you just grind the tip off on the bottom there and get them within tolerance. And then I'm thinking, where the heck am I going to get the spec, you know? You know, because I didn't think I had any Clinton books or anything like that, and I'm sure maybe somewhere on the internet there was. Then I looked on the shelf and I seen this book, the Chilton Manual for small engines and stuff, and sure enough has Tecumseh, Wisconsin, Onan, Kohler, and Briggs and Stratton. And then way in the back here, you have Clinton. Who would have thought? You know, it's not much information on each engine, but enough to get you by, you know, and they have all the specs. Yeah, this book is from 1983 and probably been on the shelf since then, 1982-83. So back here with the specs, the cross-reference chart, this is a 700 series. So it says go to column 7. Alright, let's turn the page here. And here's column 7. And you just go down here till you come across valve clearance. You can go across here and check it, and right here. Minimum 9 thousandths, maximum 11 thousandths. That's for both valves. So, funny, had the information right here in the house and didn't even know it. So, let's go and grind them down to where they need to be. Alright, I ground this one down and put a little chamfer on the edge and everything, and that's well within spec now. But this one here, I checked, and it's right at the edge. You know, it's already 11 thousandths, so I can't really grind anything off of there. But I do want to take that chamfer off. Yeah, I forgot to set the camera up and show you how we do this and how we get that square edge. So I'll go over there and show you that real quick. And then while we're over there, we'll just put a little chamfer on this edge here and then check it again. Alright, yeah, I grind the edge down here on my disc belt sander. And the first thing I do is always check, make sure it's square, because sometimes on these, you know, if somebody leans on this, it'll throw it out of whack. So you always make sure it's square. And then this is the factory T here that goes in here. And I don't like it because it's got too much play. See that? Too much slop. Good 1/8 of an inch or so. So what I did, let me get that out of the way for you. I took one of these speed squares and I cut the edge off. And what it does now is it fits right on my, I guess that's 6 inches. Yeah, my plate's 6 inches here exactly. And I use the edge, it rides along the edge there. And what I do is I'll actually clamp this to the plate there, so I have a perfectly square slide to go on, and then I get a V-block. So let me clamp this up and get a V-block and show you where we go from here. Alright, yeah, I clamped my speed square in place here, and that's perfect 90 degrees to that disc. And then what I get is I got this little V-block. You know, it's you pick these up at flea markets for a couple of hours, or you can buy them new. They're not that expensive. And I put that right square up against there, and then I can put my my valve in there, and it sits there, and I actually pull up against this to keep it square, and I'm able to spin it. You know, spin it right up against the disc like that. Let's see. And it don't take much, you know, so you just take a little bit off and then go check it and come back, and even if you have to do it 5-10 times, it's better than taking too much off at once. So that's how I get them square. You know, I mean, you could just go up against the thing and get it half-assed, but if you can get it perfectly square, you're better off. Alright, let's go back to that engine. Let's finish that engine up. Alright, got our little spring compressor here. I'll leave a link in the description. Everybody is always asking where you get these. I think they're only like 20 bucks. I think when I bought this one it was only 12, but that was years ago. Alright, we're going to take our little retainer here and make sure the cup is down. Then get our spring, put it in here. Should tighten these up a little, huh? Alright, before you go any further, you make sure it's in there. And in this case, it wasn't. Here you go. And you want to make sure it's in there, and then make sure it's tight on the side here so it don't shoot across the garage when you tighten it up. And just compress it all the way down, and that's ready to use. Alright, let me lower these down and put you in here, and you can see if we can put this in there, huh? Alright, I got you sitting back there. Brought you down to my level. I don't know how much it is you're going to see. I tried to put a light on the subject here, but let's give this a try. Try to stay out of the way. I don't know if it's going to stay in focus or not. Sometimes it doesn't. Alright, usually the hardest part of this is trying to find a hole, and we got it. We got the hole. Now, I don't know if we did. I don't know if we got it or not. I'm binding up on something. Try it again. Alright. Oh wait, let me take a look at this. Let me see it. Alright, everything looks okay there. Alright, we got it in now. Got her in. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but now I'm just trying to spin the hole around to the front here. And then get a pair of needle nose pliers and we go. Tough to tell how far in that is, but we'll make it work. And then just unscrew this. And pull out on it. And then we'll see how. I think we got it. That's all she wrote. Alright, that one's done. Alright, let me do the other one. And then, I don't know what we'll do next. Maybe we'll hone it. Alright, alright. Here we got both of them in there. And some of you guys are probably worrying about the oil and stuff. I don't oil them until after they're in there because it's tough enough to put them in there when they're dry, you know. Let alone when they're all slippery and slidey and stuff. I mean, you can oil plenty. You can oil it from here, you can oil it from here, you can oil it from the top. So it's going to get plenty of oil, so relax. Alright, on to the next step. Alright, I don't know how much time we have left on this video, but let's give this a quick hone. Should only take 30 seconds or so, right? Per instruction. So we got here 20 to 45 seconds. So we'll go 30 seconds only because the cylinder wall ain't bad at all. Okay, got it in our drill. The drill is less than 1200 RPM. So let's do it. Alright, let's lube it up. That's straight 30 weight in there. That's what they suggest. Alright. I'm going to do 15 seconds in one direction, 15 in the other. Okay. Give it a little more oil, not that it needs it. And go the other direction, 15 seconds. Still with me? Okay, let's see what it looks like. Looks good to me. I'll take you off the stand and tell me what you guys think. Hold on. Hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me see if we can find your flashlight. Alright. That's all we want to do is take the glaze off of it, so I'm happy with it. I don't know how well you can see that because this is going in and out of focus, but we'll call that good. Hey, what do you guys say? Enough of this? Alright. See you in the next one.